What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. And we're back out here at the river yet again, going to be trying to complete the micro lure soft plastic only challenge. We just did the soft plastic only challenge and failed that significantly. But before we get into it, we're going to be doing the verse of the day, and that is 1 John 4:16. And we have known and believed the love that God hath to us. God is love, and he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in God, and God in him. And what that is saying is that God loves you. But not only does God love you, God is the definition of love. God is the definition of peace and so many other good and righteous things. Okay, let's say this. You're following your friends, you're following your phone, all these things to find love, to feel good, but you don't. If you follow God, he is the definition of what love is. And he will always love you, and you always feel that true, righteous love. So that being said, let's get into the video. Alright, so we're at this little tree here. It's got a bunch of branches, and tons of little fish like to live in them. And our first lure is going to be that little guy. Hopefully, he can catch us a little fish. And hopefully by the end of it, we can at least catch a decent sized fish. I'm just going to basically dangle this in between pretty much all the branches, and we already got a bite. So that's pretty encouraging, I guess. And I don't know if you guys can notice, but I'm wearing shorts in the middle of December because it is 75 degrees out here. No joke. I might take this hoodie off. But for now, I'll leave it on. Rip. You guys alright? I think y'all are. Mike should be okay. There we go. We are getting some pretty decent bites already. Oh man. He was holding on to it. Came out of the water a little bit, but guess he didn't have the hook in his mouth, just the lure. I'm pretty much getting a bite every time that I set it in there, but let's walk over here now. Try this little spot. They seem to be liking it, but one just came up and tried to get it, but he missed. I saw a flash. Thought we would have got one by now. We've gotten several bites. But also, I guess I should mention this. If you didn't watch the last video, we're only going to be spending about 20 minutes with each lure. We've already spent roughly 10 with this one, so not too much longer. Alright, so for those of you who watched the last video, you'll know that we did random lures. This time they're in a box, and so I can't really just draw one out. So we're just going to pick which one we want to use next. Honestly, let's just go with this little grub. Why not? And I really should tie on a new hook for this guy when it matches the color a little bit, but we're just going to keep the black. And there it is. There it is. And I kind of want to move locations. Alright, so here we are at the next spot. This little tree goes in the water ever so slightly as an airplane passes. Anyway, this drops off right where this tree is in the water to about 4 foot from like 1 or 2 foot. But we also have this entire area over here where all those trees go in the water. So we'll probably stay over here for a few different lures and just work in between all these trees and the openings and everything like that. Now we're going to focus on this little guy. I'm going to try not to fall in the water here. Hope I can get a fish. Okay, I think we're going to call it this little spot because, ow, really not many of the branches are in the water. And it's really hard to access the ones that are. Alright guys, so this audio is going to suck, but we are getting a bite right here. I was just walking the bank trying to find the next little section that I wanted to go to. There's a couple decent little fish trying to eat this little grub. So this whole section is just a pretty deep drop off. I think it's like 6 foot or something like that. And there's just a ton of roots in the water. And all these little panfish, baby fish, like to live in them. Alright, well, I'm gonna go get the tripod and the other phone because it has a microphone connected to it, and maybe we'll get one of these little guys here. Alright, see if we can get one of these guys. We don't have too much longer with this lure. Maybe whenever we switch it up, they won't be used to this one anymore. And put something on just a little bit smaller, and they'll be able to eat the whole thing. Alright, let's go ahead and call it there with this lure. I'm gonna walk down there, get the tackle box, put something on just a little bit smaller, maybe a different color, switch it up from the white. We'll see. And I think I'm gonna go with this really dark blue in chartreuse tube jig. Oh man, thought I was stuck on a stick, but I was getting a bite. I think they're just deeper than I thought. Yeah, because I was just getting back there and I'm a little bit deeper than I just was. About 3 foot or so. Not yet. Alright, let's walk down here. Just a little ways. We'll stay over there for about 5 or so minutes and I'll switch lures again. Alright, let's go for more of a bass fishing approach here. I mean, really anything, but we're going to put on some slightly bigger lures, some slightly bigger hooks, and just make casts out into the middle of the river rather than doing this boring walking along the shore. I think I'm going to put on that orange and white lure. We'll see how that does. We have gotten like 3 days worth of rain. And the water up here seems pretty clear, but I don't actually know how clear it is out there. So I feel like orange and white is a decent combination. Also, I think we did what, 5 or 6 lures on the other challenge, so we'll do the same here. We did 3 walking along the shore here, so we'll do 3 bass fishing lures. I say bass fishing, but really anything. Also, what I didn't think about is these lures have eyes, and the jig heads have eyes. So I think I'm just going to rip the eyes off of the lure. It's like glued in there. Kind of looks a little weird, but I feel like it's better than how it was. I'm just going to make a few casts right here, and then I'll probably end up moving. Alright. Ow. Ow. Just trying to show you guys the next spot and walk through like 4 different thorn bushes. But that's the tree that we're going to target here. I mean, we have all of that over there, but I've only ever caught bass. Like right there. Alright. So I'm kind of just reeling this in and twitching it. I don't really know if that's the move with this guy or what. That was a beautiful skip under that tree. Oh, something just stung me. Just kidding. It was one of those thorns. They're like 1.5 inches long. Okay, maybe only like an inch, but still pretty large. Also, if you guys are enjoying the video, be sure to hit that like button down below. Consider subscribing and comment your favorite season. Why not? Honestly, I think mine's fall. Oh, we had a fish and come off. That was so weird. He came and got it like 3 different times. You know what's crazy? Talking about the seasons there, our fall was colder than our winter so far. I live in Texas, in case you guys are wondering. I make a few casts not targeted at this tree. One of those ones over here. Probably gonna get snagged on something. I know there's a ton of brush under the water over there. Mosquito, dude. Get out of here. Man, we're snagged. Knew it was gonna happen. Alright, well, let's move on to lure number 4. No, 5. Lure number 5. Let's go with this one. It's just got that old curly tail, so it's gonna have slightly more action. It's also got a paddle tail on the end of the curly tail, so that'll be kind of interesting. As far as hook, honestly, let's use, hang on, this will underspin. It's got a gold blade, which will work nice with this cloudy weather. And I also don't know how dirty the water is, so the green and chartreuse should be a good combination. Whereas if the water's cloudy, the chartreuse will get them, and the blade, if the water's clear, the green. This is all theory. I actually have no idea. And I hooked that so terribly bad. But I'm not tying it or doing it again, so I'm just gonna have to roll with it. Also, I just want to say, don't litter, as I lost the tag in. So maybe I am gonna litter this once, because there's no way that I'm gonna be able to find that. Anyway, freaking thorns. Keep forgetting about them. Wow. Bank just dropped off on me there. I'm gonna try reeling this in slower, because you gotta remember, yeah, the air is 75 degrees, but the water is still like 50-ish degrees, so they're not gonna be moving too fast. So I think we have about 5 minutes left with this lure. Over here. I don't think anything's gonna be over there, but you never know, I guess. Alright, so we're gonna stay with the moving baits, I guess, not just jigging baits. We have just a pink little minnow, pretty classic if you ask me. I'm just going to keep on the same hook with the underspin. Probably not the best idea, but about rolled my ankle there. But maybe it'll be fine. If not, I guess I can take it off and tie on a different one. Alright, that honestly looks pretty funky, but maybe it'll work. No way. Hey, it looks like we're going to switch hooks anyway. Come on. Just snap already. Alright, well, I guess I'll see you guys whenever I get a new hook tied on and that little minnow put back on. Alright, and we are back. I even got a pink hook. It's way lighter now, so not sure how far I can cast it out, but okay. You know what? Let's go back to where we started the video. Not the very start, like it would have been the second and third lures, I think. We're gonna go back over there because I feel like those bluegill can definitely eat that guy. And I'm not discriminating anymore about what fish that we catch. I just want to get something, you know? So yeah, the other phone died as I was talking to you guys. What I was saying was, I plan on filming 2 videos today, but it's already like 5 o'clock, no, 4 o'clock. So we're probably just gonna keep doing this challenge until about 5, which is roughly like 10 minutes before the sun sets. Give me time to get out of here. So we're not really gonna focus on how many lures we do. Rather just catching the fish before I. Alright, there's the spot. I'm going to quickly get you guys set up. I want to see if we can catch fish. We're getting a bite, but you didn't get it. Since I have all the tackle for the other video, maybe I'll just throw some of that in here. Maybe we'll just cut it at this lure. I can't catch anything right here, right now, and we'll make a few casts for bass. Not with micro lures. Maybe we can get something. Wow. Guys, we did it. We did it. We did it. Look. I'm so proud. I'm so proud and happy for this tiny little fish who was trying his absolute hardest to find me. Whew. I should not have had to work that hard to get this. To get this. I shouldn't have. I'm not lying to you guys. It's been over 4 hours, and this is what I've got. But I'm so freaking happy. And that's the thing, dude. Okay? You've got to be happy with what you can get. Okay? Don't go out fishing expecting to catch like 35 10-pounders. Okay? That ain't how fishing works. Sure, you might go out one day and catch 5 5-pounders. Some days you're going to go out and this is what you're going to catch. And I am so freaking happy for this fish. So that means I don't have to spoil the next video, which should come out Saturday. Well, let's go ahead and get this little guy released here. All right. And there he goes. Maybe. He's just going to sit there. Well, let's head back over here and see if we can get another one. I'm not sure if there's more than one over there or if it was just that same guy over and over again. But to be honest, I don't really care because I've now completed the challenge. And that's all that matters. Ha! That's pretty funny. So I was getting a bite and I pulled him pretty much all the way out of the water, but I think he was just holding on to the tail, and so he flopped over this branch here and went right back into the water. I mean, I guess that is a good sign, right? We've caught one fish only. However, I've probably had 5 or so, but they just aren't getting the hook in their mouth. I don't know if they're too small or they're not very accurate or what. All right, I guess we'll go ahead and call it there. We completed the challenge. Kinda. I mean, it took 4 hours and it was only one tiny little sunfish, but we completed it, so I'm happy. I know it was a pretty sad and boring video right up until the end. But if you guys enjoyed it, please go down there, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment for any tips, any video ideas that you have for me down in the comments below. And with that being said, I will catch you guys in Saturday's video, where hopefully we can catch more than one tiny little fish.